YouTube? It's Meltin Metal Anthony, and I'm here with another basic repair. I want to do a series for you guys that shows you the kind of repairs you might do if you're first starting your welding business. So I've been taking all these small repairs in to film just for you guys. So let's take a look at what we got going on today. So as you can see here, we have a missing door. Well, that's because they ripped the hinge off. Over here's the door. We're going to throw it up on our fab table, cut it apart, make it work again. Let's take a look. So this is super common right here, where they just rip it square off. I'm going to show you how I've repaired them with a lot of success over the years. I don't know how many of these I've repaired, but it's been a lot. I mean, probably 100 grand worth of them, honestly. That's how many of them I've done. Almost as many as I've done of those ball hitch replacements like you guys seen the other day. So we're going to throw this thing on the table, but we're going to do it the easy way, of course. I'm going to use my forklift and all my tools. You guys might not have access to this stuff, so you'll have to get a little creative, but that's okay. What I want you to see is how I repair it and exactly what way and what procedures I do to make this work again and make it so it won't break as easily the next time. All right, guys, so what we've opted to do, because these hinges are cheap, $14 a set, we're just gonna put new hinges on this. It's well worth it. You can see this one's all twisted up. This one's definitely twisted up. It's been re-welded on 1,000 times. There's been a lot of different times this thing's been welded, and when you put heat into something over and over again, it makes the base metal brittle, and that's what happened here, and that's why that snapped. So we're just gonna plate over this like that after we straighten it out with our old adjustment tool. And we're just going to take this square tube and remake this piece here. It's a little thicker, but I'm sure it'll work fine. So, start doing it. There we go. It's nice and flush on there. It's not perfect, but this door is all damaged. We're just going to do what we can when we can. So today we're going to be using the 2000i once again. It's just the handiest little machine if you got these sub quarter-inch jobs like this job is. Anything below quarter-inch is what we use the 2000i for. If it's above quarter-inch, we go to our 3000 pulse. That machine right there, we run only 045 and bigger. This machine, we only run 030 in it, or 023 really. We don't really run that much 035. It's kind of one of those in-between wires to us. So yeah, if we're doing structures, the Freedom 3000 pulse, tiny repair, sub quarter-inch, it's always going to be the 2000. So I'm going to run about 18.5 volts and 283 inches per minute. We'll see how that works out. If it doesn't, if I don't like it, we'll adjust it. It's not that big of a deal. If I have to grind it out, we'll grind it out. I'm not some walking voltage encyclopedia like some of these dudes. I'm just not, can't remember every setting for every metal on every machine. All right, we got our trailer door all prepped out. Now we're going to knock the old hinges off of the trailer itself. All right, so now that we have this all prepped out, ready for welding, we're gonna come over here. We're gonna pull the measurement from the bottom of the trailer to the hinge, and it looks like it is, let me just make sure it's square, 6.5 from the bottom of the trailer to the bottom of the hinge, and we're gonna mark that over here. And that looks like it lines right up with where we were grinding. So let's just get that right. Take our speed square, strike that line. All right, because it's gonna be hard to see underneath, we're just gonna measure. Looks like about, it's like 3 1/16, super weird. Okay, so we'll measure 3 1/16, and that's where the top of our hinge is gonna be. Okay, this one I don't need to figure out, and that's because we know that the bottom of this lines up right with the hinge. So we'll just get it right on the edge and weld that on. Now for our downhill weld, we're gonna turn it up. Then I'm gonna weld this down because, like I said, uphill MIG, it just always looks like shit. And that's how they were welded on the trailer in the first place. 90% of these production trailers are welded downhill. It's just how it is. So 21 amps or 21 volts and about 330 inches per minute. All right, so now that we've got our hinges on, I'm gonna get this door up. Feel the door hitting it? Yeah, shove that other door open. There you go, that's good enough. Okay. Now that we've got this on there, what I'm gonna do is shim this door up slightly. I'm gonna take a piece of 1/8 inch flat bar, stuff it underneath the door, so that way we have a proper gap and this thing doesn't get jammed when it gets closed. Okay. All right, now that my assistant Red, or assistant today, usually he's welding by himself, helped me get that piece of flat bar underneath the door. Now we can simply just close the hinges and weld them on. It's that simple. All right, you gonna hold on to that for me, Red? Thanks, man. All right, now that we've got it tacked on, we're gonna test it. Look at that. Obviously, we need to weld it out. We just wanna make sure this thing moves all the way like it should, which is completely backwards. Yep, and it seems to be bottoming out right the way it should. It's hitting the latch back there. So now we also wanna try to put a spring latch on for our customer. This is just a little bonus. He didn't ask me to do this, but I noticed the other side had a spring latch. So we need to figure out where or if we can get this on. So this would need to go on there like this or something, I don't know. And then when it's fully in there, you should be able to pull it up, lock it out like that. And let's see if it'll work up. I don't think it will. We could scoot it, if we scooted it over. No. Unfortunately, this isn't gonna work. We're not gonna be able to give our customer that little bonus. I was just gonna throw this in. I don't know. I think we have to try to make a way for him to pin his door back. Maybe we can cut this here. I don't know. We'll play with that, but let's weld this hinge out first. So unfortunately, this isn't gonna work no matter what I do, unless I drill the hole out, I guess, but it's not really what I wanna do there. So as you can see, they have this little handy dandy spring latch on this side. I don't have another one of these. I thought I did, it's too big. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the old door latch and we're just gonna give him a bolt to latch this thing down. He hasn't had that spring working in a long time, but we do wanna give him an option to pin it back. So what I'm gonna do is just use this old hinge. As you can see, it lines up exactly the same way that this spring fed one, or whatever you wanna call it, does. So what we'll do is just nip it right there, clean it up, weld it on. All right. Looks like it's gonna work perfect. Let's finish welding this thing out. We got a little bit of wind coming in. So let's get this closed so I'm out of the wind. All right, guys, so that's the end of this repair. It should work perfectly for the customer. I think he's gonna be stoked to get brand new hinges. We didn't even discuss that, honestly. I thought I was gonna repair the old ones, but after looking at them, and for the 14 bucks, just replace the hinges. If you're first starting out your welding business, I guarantee you're gonna be doing a bunch of this work. So I hope this video helps you along your way and gives you a little guideline. Don't feel bad if you can't do these jobs as quick as I can. You gotta remember, I've been at this for 12 long years, all right? I've repaired, like I said earlier in the video, probably hundreds of these hinges, these exact hinges. But anyway, guys, I'm Meltin Metal Anthony. If you liked the video, like, subscribe, share. Do the whole 9 for your boy. If you really like the video, head over to meltinmetal.net and get yourself an FR, a t-shirt, a sticker, what have you, and you'll automatically be entered to win my old welding rig, Caracol. It's a great little rig. She's literally made me millions of dollars over the years, and I'm hoping to pass it on to someone like you who needs that welding rig. And if you didn't like the video, remember, go fuck yourself.